तसं. Myself Amit Kumar Mato. I am going to discuss about the process basic in Linux. This is the table content which I am going to discuss about the process basis in Linux. First, I am going to discuss about the introduction, initialization of process, process state, types of process, different command for process management in Linux, and last in conclusion. First, I am going to discuss about the introduction. Definition of a process. A process in Linux is a running instance of a script or command. The process ID is a special identifier for each process. The user, system, and the startup. The other process or the user themselves can start a process. A process in a Linux is nothing but a program in execution. It is a running instance of program. Any command that you execute state a process. And here the importance of understanding the process in Linux. The kill itself creates process which are running action that are now taking place on your Linux host. Processes are actually at the corner of the Linux operating system. There are processes everywhere. You can choose to initialize them manually for customized action, or them operate in the background. And going to discuss about the initializing of process. Process can be run in two ways. First is foreground process. When a process is launched, it always runs in the foreground, except keyword input and output. It runs on the screen when issuing a pw command. This is the example for the foreground process. And second is background process. Without requiring keyword input, it runs in the background and wait until it needed, as they do not need to wait for the previous process to finish. Other processes can carried out concurrently with the one of the operating system in the background. This is the example for the background process. And I am going to discuss about the process state. In Linux, a process is an instant of executing a program or command. While this process executes, there will be one of the 5 possible states: running or runnable, interruptible sleep, stop, Jumbia. This is the diagram for the process state. I am going to discuss about the types of process. Parent process, the process created by the user on the terminal. All the processes have a parent process. If it was created directly by the user, then the parent process will be the kernel process. And second is the child process, the process created by another process. All the child process have their parent process. And third is orphan process. Sometimes when the parent get executed before it child process, then the child process become an orphan process. The orphan process have int process as their PID. And third and fourth is Jumbia process. The process which are already dead but slow in the process state is called Jumbia process. The Jumbia process have 0 CPU consumption. Dynamo process. These are system related processes that run in the background. A dynamo process can recognize if it has question mark in the TTY field. And I'm going to discuss about the different commands for the process management in Linux. Here are some basic commands that you can use to work with the process in Linux. PS command. This command is used to display the information about the current process running on your system. You can use option like AUX to display more detailed information. And second is stop command. This command is used to display the real-time information about the process running on your system. It is similar with the window task manager. And third is kill command. This command is used to terminate a running process. You can use the process ID to identify which process to kill. For example, kill1234 will terminate the process with PID 1234. And fourth is pkill command. This command is used to send a signal to one of the process based on their name or other attributes. For example, pkill Firefox will terminate all the process with the name Firefox. Nice command. This command is used to set the priority of the process. A high priority means that a process will have more resources allocated to it. For example, nice 10 command will run the command with a lower priority. Renice command. This command is used to change the priority of running process. You can use the process ID to identify which process to change. For example, nice 10 1 2 3 4 will set the priority of process 1 2 3 4 to lower value. And last I am going to discuss about the conclusion. The Linux process management was discussed in this tutorial. The practical element of the process management were mostly discussed. Process management is a broad topic in the principle, and this tutorial is not intended to cover in its entirety. An important idea in Linux that you should understand if you deal with Linux process management. You are one step closer to mastering Linux. Now you can understand how to control Linux process. That's it. Thank you.